And it's going to nat 1. And we got to get a nat 1 card for poor Shadow.
No, Shadow, don't lose your weapon.
Or hit me.
Yeah, hit all of us.
Shadow is going to crit Gingham.
Oh, no.
Are you for real, Chase?
I
am
just
for
said
real.
don't do that.
Deliberately
Automatically
disobeyed.
crits the nearest ally to the target, which is Gingham, I believe.
Oh.
Welcome back, fellow geeks, to Initiative once again, because we just fight at the start of this book. So we're jumping right back into the fight with this demon Torgrawl and the demonic rabble. Jack is first up in Initiative, and I think we're just going to get right back to it. So Jack, what are you going to do? You, as a reminder, you guys are all still invisible for this round. I gave that to you. It seems like Torgrawl can definitely see you all, but the rabble looks a little confused. And yeah, well, what do you got?
First, I'm turning on my battle music.
Ooh, nice. I did that too.
Bum, bum, bum.
Second,
What's that like?
I am going to stride up toward Torgrawl here. Then I'm going to try to feint to get him off guard.
Excellent. Please do the thing.
Rolling.
Oh my god.
What a start.
No.
Whoa,
that was
nice.
a nat 1.
Everybody
Did
has a
I-
hero
promising
point.
start.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Did I use the thing that what's her name Hajek gave me?
Oh, no, you did not.
I would like to cash that in now and
Yeah,
have that
do it.
not be a crit fail. Oh, although I do kind of want to just re-roll for the feint anyway. Okay, no, I'm gonna hero point. I'll hold on to that Hajek buff. Oh my goodness, that was a 2. This is not
no.
good start. Not a good start. Not a good start. All right, that's 28. I'm assuming that's not going to do it.
That will not do it. That misses.
What
Okay.
about the +2?
Nope.
That's already added in.
Okay.
And
It's
it would
fine.
miss anyways.
Okay, so that was my second action. Last action. All right, this guy just has Jack's number. Jack is trying to bob and weave and throw him off guard, but he does not care. And you know what? Jack's heart just really isn't in it still. He hasn't found that thing to believe in, right, Crunk?
That's what
So-
it is.
His last action, he's going to stride and step. Step and stride. Reverse that. You know what I meant.
Uh-huh.
He's going to stab with his newly repaired cold iron rapier.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, 34.
34 is going to miss.
I've so far rolled a 1, a 2, and a 7. So,
Can only get better from here, though. On
I
the
don't
bright
think that's
side.
how dice work, but we'll see. Okay, that was my very cool, very exciting turn.
Fantastic.
Jack instantly looks discouraged and even more frustrated than he already did.
Man, poor Jack's having a rough time of it. Gingham, you're up.
I don't want to be invisible anymore. Doesn't make for his cool Dirge of Doom. Gingham's
Well,
gonna...
technically you're not. You just have, they're just barely reacting to you. As
That's true.
You can't become visible.
That's fair.
So if
Thank
anything,
you.
that would make it cooler.
That make it cooler? Yeah, there we go. As they're becoming aware, then Gingham's body snaps back to ventriloquism mode, where they look like a dummy and they start moving in jerky motions. And so we're gonna Dirge of Doom. So there's that. They're gonna move to here. Nope. They're gonna move here. Okay. I would really like to move there.
I saw where you pointed. Okay.
Up toward the swarm.
Yeah, Dirge needs to come with me though.
Oh yeah, I'll get you. Don't worry. All right, so Dirge of Doom, move up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Dirge of Doom, move up, and then Gingham's gonna like, Jack, you've got to get a little bit better than that. Come on, we've got a fight to get through. And then that's going to be their version of Rallying Anthem. So you get a +1 to your AC and saves. Not
To be
60
clear,
feet.
This Rallying Anthem is born of anger on Jack's part.
Great,
It's
wonderful.
just like, shut up, Gingham.
Good. Get mad.
Oh no, Gingham's gonna get swarmed.
I'm afraid. That's it. That's 3. That's Dirge, move, rally.
All right, that is Gingham's turn. So now we move on to Torgral. All right, Jack, you don't have any sort of op attack or any such thing, right?
I don't think so.
All right, so you swing at this demon, and it's like he's in your head. He just dodges very easily out of the way, very nimbly, despite the fact that he's so large. And then you hear this deep, rumbling voice from inside your head, Jack, as if it's like rumbling a chasm in your brain. Jack,
you've never been good enough. Your fate is wicked.
And then you're gonna make me a will save.
Okay.
And you're going
my
to make
voice?
this with misfortune. It's not Krunk's voice, but it's similar.
Did it? Oh.
Kind of
Does
sounded
it
like
sound
Krunk's
like
voice.
Krunk's voice to
It
Jack?
is Krunk adjacent.
Did
Maybe
it
there's a
sound like
hint of
the
Krunk
demon?
in there.
Or does Jack not recognize this voice? It's just like,
He doesn't recognize
voice.
it, though. It did sound familiar.
okay. Will save. This seems like it's a mental effect.
It does seem like
It
that.
is a mental effect, and you heard the misfortune part, correct?
No, I did
you're,
now.
You're making it
No.
with misfortune.
Okay. Oh boy, that's a 3 and a 6, so 26 total.
26.
Did you add the +1 from Gingham?
27.
27
Thanks,
makes
Gingham.
it right on the money, not a critical
Gingham.
fail.
Okay, well,
It's a
not
fail still, but
critical
not
fail.
a critical fail.
Not crit.
Thanks,
All right.
I guess.
Jack, you are controlled. So
Oh,
you are
yeah.
now you do what I tell you to do. So he says,
Your fate is wicked. Krunk is trying to kill you. Kill him first.
you believe it. You believe it with all your heart.
You see Krunk and Gingham, you see Jack, like, he was running at this demon and tried to stab, didn't really do much. And then, probably to Gingham, it looks like Gingham shouts this rallying cry, and then Jack just whips around with, like, murderous rage in his eyes, and he glares at Krunk.
Oh no.
Oh, maybe
And
those
then-
were the wrong words.
As his last action, he is going to fly towards you, Gingham. He flies pretty slow, like he's hefty and hard to get off of the ground, but he comes flapping towards you. And that's his turn. All right, all-seeing Hajek is going to look towards Jack, and then she's going to move up behind Krunk. Your friend's in trouble. He's going to try to harm you. And then she's going to ready an action.
Not Jack. Gingham, perhaps.
All right, Shadow is going to start taking some shots at the rabble of demons. He's going to do his arrow volley. So they are going to make a saving throw. That is going to be a 32, which is going to fail. So he's going to do full
He
damage
finally hit them! Well,
Yay.
Irritated that his DC is higher than mine. That's fine.
here. NPC privileges. All right, that's going to be 17 plus this is area damage. That's going to be 31 damage. You didn't share any weaknesses with Shadow, right? Gingham?
I can only share it with one.
Okay. So 31 damage to the rabble. That is Shadow's turn. And speaking of the rabble, Gingham, you're right up there looking nice and tasty and surrounded by demons, so they're going to advance up.
Alternatively, they could stop having a cause, and then they would be a rabble without a cause.
Ooh, they could be. All right,
But
let's
they
see
won't.
here.
Tori, please.
But they won't.
Fine.
All right, they are going to use the form up action. So, Gingham, all those squares around you, the demons are surrounding you.
Oh.
And then, as the last action, they are going to. What is this? Oh,
I
see.
love Gingham's reaction to danger. Oh, that's interesting.
Make a reflex save, Gingham.
I didn't like that. Oh, okay.
They all surround you and start poking you with sticks and spears and horns. All kinds of demons.
Sticks and spears and horns. Oh my.
And claws and fangs. Can't forget about those ones.
Oh no, can't forget about the natural attacks.
Oh, what about a 35?
A 35 is going to be a success. So you're going to take half of this damage. Okay, you're going to take 12 damage. And part of that is spirit damage, which used to be negative damage. That is their turn. So, Crunk, you're up.
Despite the fact that Gingham is going to kill Crunk, Crunk decides to go help the little baby. So he's going to run to here, just like picking up speed, shield in one hand, sword in the other, and just like acid starts dripping in a trail behind him as he spell strikes on this with an acid splash.
Ooh, all right.
Okay. Strike.
You are cold iron right now, right?
I am cold iron right now.
Okay. Let's see it. What do you got?
I don't know what's thinking. I rolled a 2 for a 28.
Oh, she's gonna. Oh no, she readied an action, so she's saving that. She's not giving you fortune. Sorry, that's gonna miss.
That's okay.
Hero
we gotta
point?
set
You
the
could
tone.
hero point.
I'm gonna hero point. We're gonna set the tone.
Seems like a worthwhile
The
hit.
worst part of Magus is it feels so bad to miss a spell strike. It's
It
like the
feels really
worst
bad.
feeling ever.
Because you immediately are behind.
Oh,
That's beautiful. 45
Oh.
square hit. I don't think you can crit on a horde.
Sure can on this one.
Hey!
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay. Too bad these are D8s instead of D12s because I'm one-handing it. But still, critical damage on the weapon.
So that's going to
alone.
be a cool 60 additional between your area damage and your cold iron damage.
Sick. We're gonna go ahead and do a cool 30, and now we're gonna do the spell damage, Chase.
Okay. And then as a free action, you are breaking their threshold. So your damage gets cut a little bit short because you're hitting, you're killing a big chunk of troops. They're going to reform up right here, and they're going to get smaller.
Crunk just like chops a literal section of, like, just a wall of them away from Gingham.
All right, there you go. Now they're right there. So no fancy surrounding Gingham. They get scared of Crunk and reform.
Yeah, that makes sense. He is going to go ahead and shout at Gingham, just like, "Steel yourself, Gingham, against the mental attacks!" And I'm going to drop into Arcane Shroud, Chase, which means I'm going to take on Mountain's Resilience as that one action, and I go into Arcane Cascade.
Okay. That's Crunk's turn. All right, Jack, I'm going to just trust you here. You're going to just try your very best to do as much damage to Crunk as possible.
Yeah, I was trying to measure.
You can move through him.
Unfortunately- Okay, yeah, I'll move through his square. So I stride once. Jack comes running up behind Torgral, kind of shoves a few fiends aside, goes right by Gingham. Actually, before he goes right by Gingham, he is going to try and feint toward Crunk.
Nice. You hear in
So-
your head, "It's a good boy, Jack.
Oof.
Accept your fate."
Mm.
That's just in your head. Nobody else hears it.
Is it in common?
It is in common.
Okay. All right. This is against your will DC, Crunk? Is that how fainting
Perception
works?
DC.
Perception DC.
Mhm. So 30 is what you got to beat.
Okay. I could roll low enough, but we'll see.
Oh, you
I
couldn't
do.
have one.
I nat one.
I know you. I know you.
Let me. What
That
is?
means
what
that you're
happens when I-
flat-footed to Crunk.
You know, this is really crappy, but you said I should do my best, so I am gonna use Hajek's bonus to not critically fail.
Do it.
So I
Okay.
still fail, right? It just turns into a regular failure?
Yep.
Okay.
True.
So it just doesn't work. And then I will skirmish strike.
Excellent.
Watch that nat 1 go to a nat 20 real quick.
Well,
don't put
even
that out
if
there.
I do crit you, it's gonna be a really unimpressive crit. Because I'm not you're not off guard. It's a 44.
A 44 is a hit.
Okay. That is 15 damage and a d6 of bleeding damage.
I'm gonna
Krunk.
apply this to you, Em. There you go.
But what if I used my shield? Would I not take bleed?
If you can stop all the damage, would you like to? And do you have your shield raised?
No, but I have a free reaction to raise my shield.
Nice. You want to do both of them in shield block?
Kinda.
All right.
Yeah, I'll use my shield spell instead.
Okay. So that
So-
breaks your shield spell. So it's can't use it for a minute.
Okay.
But no damage, no bleed.
Can we talk about what that looked like for a second, Tori?
Yes, please do.
Yeah, so Jack comes charging at you. He's trying to feint, but I'm going to attribute all these terrible rolls to Jack is just so angry. And like you see he's even like his eyes are kind of teary, like he's like just so mad and losing his grip right now. And so his feint is like really not good. Like he's just kind of going, like just doing what he can. He's not thinking about it. And then he steps and just finds like the tiniest gap in your armor, Krunk. But of course you have your spell. So what does that look like?
So Krunk thought that Jack was running over to attack the back of this guy and had a lot of his attention focused on Gingham. Then realized that Jack was coming at him, did the quick step feint, and Krunk's like, what? Throws up a magical shield right as was it a dagger or a rapier? Blade comes in.
Rapier.
The rapier comes in. The shield shatters around him, and Krunk's face just gets set in this look of absolute focus. Careful
So
now,
cool.
Jack. I'm going to take care of you.
Excellent. Now, Jack, are you out of actions?
Yep, that was everything.
All right. So at the end of your turn, you're going to get to make another save, which is with misfortune, but Hajek is going to use her reaction to throw some cards your way. They're going to circle around you. And she's going to say, your fate does not have to be wicked. It's up to you. And she'll give you fortune, but they're going to bounce each other out. So you're just going to roll a normal save. Will
Okay.
save. Oh,
I
no.
rolled a 2 on the dice, so 25.
That is
Jack.
is that with, yeah, it's still, that's a critical
everything.
fail.
That's everything.
Oh no.
If you, I don't know if you want a hero point.
I have no hero points. Remember when I used my hero point to fail at a normal check earlier? That was pretty cool.
I have all 3. I can donate 2.
This fits. You do what you want, Gingham, but Jack is not in a good place, and I think this fits.
Yeah, I'm a little worried that he's critically failing and in thrall, and then that's it. You're not gonna have Jack anymore.
Is pretty bad. Here's my GM tidbit. You are going to risk losing Jack as a character if you critically fail this.
Okay. I'm not gonna say no. I just don't want to. I don't want to tell you, Katie. Please give me your hero points.
No, I'm offering them freely. It's my own
All right.
free will.
Okay,
Uh,
re-roll it.
Oh my god. Tori. Come on.
Please. All right. I
That's
don't think that's a
better.
critical fail. At least that is
It's
a
not.
38.
The
39,
38
yeah.
is on the money a success, which means that
Oof.
you're going to break the dominate. But Gingham, I want you to go ahead and narrate how you break him out of that.
How Gingham breaks out. So Gingham watches this little thing between Jack and Crunk, and Gingham's eyes flash just bright orange, and they freeze what they're doing, and their voice just gets so sharp. Jack, this is not the time to do this. And there's a little kick to the shin. Snap yourself out of it, deal with your goddamn brooding later, and let's fucking kill everything.
That sobers you right up, Jack. And as soon as that happens and you snap out of it to Gingham, you see this demon puff his chest up and look very angry. And as a reaction, a screaming in your head, Jack, you're going to hear,
No! It's all your fault!
and this is going to be a will save that I need you to make.
Another mental effect?
Another mental effect.
Oh no.
With misfortune, sorry.
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
there's
no.
the first roll.
15's good. Let's keep that. No.
Can you?
That's another crit fail.
Oh
don't have
no!
any-
Okay, this one's not as bad. Don't worry. It's not great, but it's not
I'm a
bad.
little worried.
Okay, so Jack, when he does this and screams in your head, you start having just visions flash through your head of just random memories that Jack has of mistakes he made, things that have gone wrong, and it just starts to cause this feeling of paranoia in your head, like it is all your fault. Like you just have the words, "It's all my fault," really stuck in your head. And that's going to make you stupefied 3 for an entire day.
Chase, nuh-uh.
What is stupefied?
It's going to lower your will save is the most notable thing for you. And then if you cast spells, it's going to have a chance to ruin them.
Okay. Yeah, that tracks actually. Gingham snaps Jack out of just like basically giving up, but then he kind of shakes himself and blinks and sees his rapier like shattering up against Crunk's shield, and he just looks horrified at he looks horrified down at his hand holding the rapier and then up at Crunk, and he starts kind of babbling. He's like, I didn't mean it wasn't me. And he just is not coherent.
Oh, poor Jack. What a little tug of war on his emotions. Gingham, you're up.
Gingham is so angry at this turn of events. So Gingham's gonna snap towards this guy who's picking on Jack and like slowly turn bit by bit, and Dirge of Doom's gonna go back on.
Okay.
And then Gingham's gonna point and kind of glance at Crunk and then back at the thing. And just, it's like the most threatening thing. And Gingham's gonna say, Crunk, is dead next. Which is going to be, I know my spell names. Courageous Anthem, which is a +1 to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear. So you'll get to hit harder. And then Gingham's gonna throw their boomerang at the thing.
An attack.
Gingham's
That's when
gonna
you know
try
it's
anyway.
gotten serious.
Yeah,
Oh, shoot.
Gingham's throwing shit.
I don't even know how good Gingham is at throwing shit.
Gingham's +24 at throwing shit.
That's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all. 34?
34 is, and that's against Big Demon Guy?
Big demon guy. He's
Torgral?
got a Torgral. He's got the fear effect on him.
Ah, right, the fear effect. That is still going to miss.
Is it like pretty close though?
It is pretty close.
Pretty close.
Okay.
Pretty close.
All right, I now have a gauge of how hard
About
I
as
need to hit.
close as it could be to not hitting.
Oh my gosh,
That's
Chase.
rude. All right, crits happen. Here goes a hero point.
You're gonna hero point?
Yeah.
All right, let's see it.
Gingham Angie. Well, it's a 38.
No crit, but that's hit for sure.
Cool. And this is cold iron because that's
Nice.
Gingham's target right now.
Yep.
14 plus vulnerabilities.
14 plus 15, so a nice 29 damage. Excellent. That boomerang connects. It sizzles his skin as the cold iron cuts with it. And anything else for you, Gingham?
That would be all 3.
Okay. It's going to be Torgral's turn, and he is very, very angry, and he is going to scream out loud in Jack's face now.
Kneel, you worm!
And then when he says that, he's going to fly up in the sky, and he's going to apparate a Harrow card in his hand. You guys can see that he is pulling out the Uprising. Should we look at some art?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That seems like the opposite of what he just told me to do. I'm getting some mixed messages here, Chase.
Confused. Maybe he should reprioritize and then get back to us at another
Versus the
time.
Uprising. Yeah, please sort that out.
You know,
He can skip his turn if he needs to.
Reactions to figure it out.
The Uprising. And why
That
don't you
looks
give us a
dope.
description of this one?
Homestead?
You.
Mawa?
You.
All right. Picture a very strong hand, uplifted from the bottom of the card, holding a golden crown that has a big blue gem in the middle and then a small red gem at the top. Behind this uprose? Tori, help me. What's
Uplifted
that word?
crown.
Uplifted crown is a bunch of pitchforks and like scythes, and there's fire, and it looks like this was the result of a rebellion.
Indeed. Suit of
An
hammers.
uprising, you might say.
So you might say that, yeah.
Fun detail. I think that is a shackle callus around the wrist as well. On the hand up in the air.
Oh yeah, I can just barely see it.
Yeah. All right. So he flies up into the air. He holds that card in the air. Before this effect resolves, Tori, his action against Jack is going to be a command spell. So I need you to make me a will save.
Yep.
Still with disadvantage. Sorry.
Oh, you gotta tell me, Chase.
With misfortune. I keep forgetting that your fate is wicked, you know?
Have less
The
wicked fate, I guess.
36.
36 is going to be a success. So there is that at least. And let's see, on a success, you're unaffected. So no worries there. You feel an urge to like drop to the ground and kneel for a minute, but you shrug that part off. And then when he's
Jack's
up in the
like,
air,
oh, I just feel like doing that anyway. It's fine. You don't have to tell me.
and then when he flies up into the air and holds the car up, a bunch of images of him are gonna pop out of the sand around you guys, like shadow versions of himself, surrounding all 3 of you, and they're going to start grabbing at you. And I need everybody to make me fortitude saves as they latch onto you.
Everybody?
All 3 of you.
Oof. Those net ones are going
Rolls
around.
here.
Oh, a 1, a 3, and a 5.
Wow.
What the garbage rolls, folks?
Yeah, that's
The garbage
25
roll-
for Jack, 21 for Gingham, 28 for Crunk.
All right, that's a critical fail, and fail. So all of you are grabbed. Gingham, you are restrained. Well, I guess Jack, you're also restrained. And then Crunk, you are just going to be grabbed.
I think I have something for that, but I'm gonna look before I
Slip
say.
the grasp.
Liberating step is your thing.
Yeah,
that you have
slip
for
the
that.
grasp is what I was thinking.
Oh, nice. Okay. And then you
Where
guys are going to
you
take.
trick Chase into grabbing you so you can actually do a ton of damage.
I just want to be gross.
Crunk, you're taking 15 bludgeoning damage. Jack and Gingham, you're taking 30.
Okay.
I'm gonna Amulet's Abeyance as a
Okay.
reaction. So, Jack, take 16 less.
Okay. And then, shadow versions of him stay. He is now 30 feet up in the air. That's
Cool.
it. All right. Hajek is going to 3 actions Gingham let you re-roll your last save. So go ahead and re-roll your fortitude save.
Oh boy, I hope it was worth it. Let's see. Oh, well, it's not. It's a 28. I think that's still a fail.
Okay, so you still keep the damage that you're on, but you're no longer restrained, you're just grabbed. All right, and then that is her turn. And then it's Shadow, and Shadow is gonna start shooting at the army. He's gonna take his first shot, and it's gonna nat 1, and we gotta get a nat 1 card for poor Shadow.
No, Shadow, don't lose your weapon.
Or hit me.
Yeah, hit all of us.
Shadow is going to crit Gingham.
Oh no!
Are you for real,
I believe
Chase?
I
I
am for
just said
real.
don't do that.
Deliberately
Automatically
disobeyed.
crits the nearest ally to the target, which is Gingham, I believe.
Oh,
I don't even have the opportunities to save you. This is the worst timing in my life.
All
I
right,
should
Gingham,
have
here
just
you
taken
go.
15 damage from Jack and fled.
49 damage.
That's your dad.
That's the noise Gingham makes. Just
And he looks so shook that he just did that. He's gonna end his turn.
oh.
He like
just,
looks like he completely
backs his
freezes
bow
up.
back up.
I'm gonna go home. Sorry,
gonna
guys. That
leave.
wasn't unintentional.
I think I've done enough.
I've done enough. Well, no, what are you doing? Take it back out.
All
We
right.
all turn around. He points at Hajek.
It's her.
All right, Gingham, make a reflex save because the rabble is gonna swarm at you. They're all gonna stab at you with sticks and fangs and claws.
Hi. How about a 31?
A 31 is a fail.
Okay.
So this is gonna be this much damage. Gonna
Oh,
be
Gingham's dying.
43. Oh no! Tori, I'm gonna need you to drop down one of your defense points because one of you went to 0 hit points. The morale is hurt. It's all
I would
Shadow's
agree.
fault.
I would agree with that assessment. The morale is pretty hurt at this time.
The morale is
Put you
bad.
guys what down to 11 defense points?
It's wounded. We're wounded.
All right, and that is their turn. That was all 3 actions. Crunk, you're up. Start of your turn, Crunk. Make a will save, please, against fear.
Here? Is this a magical
Fear.
effect?
It is not. It's an aura.
Auras can be magic.
Yeah, this one's not though.
Okay. I just really want to use Sparkling Targe, Chase.
I'm very sorry.
34.
34 is going to succeed, so you're immune to that effect.
Okay.
Continue your turn.
I would like to slip the grasp.
Okay. That one action.
Yeah, so I make an escape attempt. I put it in the chat for you for ease.
Oh,
So I
thank
make
you.
an escape attempt as I basically start sloughing my skin where I'm being grabbed.
Gross.
And it just peels away from me as I get gross face.
Nice.
And then if I escape, then I can move.
Fantastic.
Is this an athletics?
It is an athletic. Well, it's an athletics or a melee attack that'll stack your multiple attack penalty, or an acrobatics.
I'm gonna do an athletics, and I get to use the Mountain Man. I get a +2 for that. It's one of the cards I have. I get a bonus to escape attempts.
Nice.
Anything athletic-y, really. I am the mountainistest of men.
All right, you break that so hard that that's a critical success, which means that this effect ends, and none of you are grabbed anymore.
Okay. Can I just like, Crunk starts to slough his skin, reaches down and grabs as their wrists start slipping off his body, grabs with one hand and just like rips upward and throws, and it just like sends all these hands going away.
Pretty sick.
Then I get to stride Chase as part of this same action. I'm
Okay.
gonna stride from here to here because then I'll be adjacent to both of these monsters.
He's 30 feet in the air, remember?
Okay, that's fine. He can
But,
be
like,
in the air.
Close.
I am going to do I already battle medicined you today, correct, Gingham?
Yeah.
Track that better since we're doing this across multiple sessions. I'm going to do a single lay on hands of Gingham. You will receive healing of 42.
That's no more dying gingham.
That's 2 actions. And then for my third action, I'm going to attack this guy.
And then gingham, remember you have +2 AC until the start or the end of your next turn.
And then this is not a spell strike, Chase, so.
Okay. And you're attacking Torgrol, right?
No. He's
the
30
rabble.
feet in the air. I can't reach that far.
Right. I just said
I'm going to
my bad.
attack the horde, the demonic rabble with a 37.
37's gonna hit.
Okay, normal damage. Plus a little
Cold
bit
iron
acid.
though, right? Or no cold iron.
It is cold iron.
Okay.
A measly 16.
We've also got the cold iron weakness of 15 on these guys. Okay.
Awesome. 31 total. And then Krunk is going to recharge his spell strike.
Okay. Good turn, Krunk. That's you. Jack, you're up.
Heal, attack, charge. Yes.
Okay. So he's 30 feet in the air. And this is a swarm. Oh, but I do have cold iron. So maybe it's worth cutting into them even though I don't do AoE damage.
Cold iron's been so clutch for you guys. This whole thing.
Well, it would be clutch if I hit anything. But so far in this combat, I've spent it running around doing nothing. So
Oh no, Jack!
we'll see. Jack is just going to turn on the rabble. He looks up at the demon thing, and he actually looks scared. He thinks for a second. His hand floats toward his bag because he actually has a potion of flying. But then he thinks twice and goes for this rabble instead.
Okay.
And I assume they can't be caught off guard because there's about 10 million of them.
Yep.
So he's just going to stride and then strike. 45.
45 is gonna crit.
All right.
Okay, let's so that's gonna be
That
plus
is cold
30
iron.
damage for the cold iron.
Yay! I'm doing damage.
Doing it.
You say plus 30?
Because the
With
crit,
the cold
yeah.
iron.
That is awesome.
Awesome.
Now, Chase, is this the same sort of thing where we're like describing it in bigger ways?
Yeah, when
So
you guys
like
are
Jack
attacking
didn't
armies.
just stab
like this.
one. He's like, see, shink.
Yeah, well, I'm rolling the damage and then I'll hang on. Oh, that added wrong, Chase. I'm sorry.
I was like, whoa!
Take 30 off of that because I
Only
added the.
30? Oh, yeah.
Does everything else look correct?
It does. That was crazy.
All right, so that would be 78 damage. Okay, so Jack standing next to Krunk, and Krunk has just broken them free with his amazing and also terribly gross flesh. And he still looks shaken. He decides not to go for the demon up in the air. And as he leaves Krunk's side, he just says, I'm sorry. And he goes charging off into the rabble, and he kind of disappears into the crowd of demons, and you see tears are sort of running down his cheeks, and he's just stabbing left and right, and he's leaping over paladins and sliding under fiends' legs and stabbing upward, and he's just cutting these fiends down and channeling all of his pain and rage into this hit.
Chills. Literal chills. I'm just like,
So cool. All right, and your damage is getting cut a little bit short as you cut into a threshold, so they reform up. You kill a whole portion of them, and now they're right here.
All right, and I have one more strike, so I'll go with my rapier still.
Fantastic.
Just to see, is a 33 enough?
A 33 is enough.
All right. So this is just continuing the stab fest that I described earlier.
Love it.
That is 45.
45?
oh my gosh.
That has the 30 added into it, Chase, so don't
Okay.
add more.
So that will actually only be 30 on this one because it'll be 15 less because you're
Got
not
it.
doubling the cold iron for the crit.
Got it. Yeah. Okay.
But still solid. You're killing a whole bunch. The troops are getting pretty thinned down. All right, and that's it for Jack, correct?
Yes.
All right, Torgral is going to fly up here and scream down again.
I said kneel.
And then he's going to fly over here. And then he is going to spew a bunch of acid at all three of you from his mouth. So that is going to be...
I don't want to know where else he could have spewed acid from.
Yeah. Mouth is good. We like mouth.
We like mouth.
All right, Crunk, Gingham, Jack, reflex saves.
Okay. Is this a poison effect at all?
That's a good question. No, it's acid and fire.
It's fire?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Gingham.
No, this is actually going to be fun.
Oh.
I'm going to use a reaction, but
Ooh,
a 23.
Okay. 23 is a crit fail.
I got a 30.
Cool.
35.
35 is a success.
What's a 30?
30 is a fail. All right, here is the total damage. This is partially acid, partially fire. 61
Can
is the
you
total damage. So Crunk, you're taking half. Gingham, you're taking double. Jack, you're taking full.
I'm
How,
dying.
how close was Katie to succeeding? Not even a little. Okay.
What's your reaction? Gingham?
Well,
I
no, I'm going to go to dying too. It's not fun.
Between
anymore.
the two of us, can we do it? If I liberating step you and you abeyance yourself, that's like 30 damage taken down.
I'm still taking double, so we're getting down to 90
We're taking
damage.
double of
I crit
61?
failed. Mhm.
Yeah.
I take half damage on that chase
Why so?
with greater evasion.
Really? On a failure, you take half damage?
I'm pretty sure. Improved evasion, I should say. When I roll a failure, I take half damage. Yep.
Nice. That's really
Because
good.
I'm too slippery.
Very nice. That's so good.
I've failed every other saving throw you've given to me.
Okay, so you don't have the one yet that treats crit fails as fails.
No, those are the same. It's
They're the
both
same?
improved evasion does both of those things.
Dang, that's so good.
Oh,
Okay.
that's rough. Okay.
All right,
so
Gingham going
I'm
down?
taking. I succeeded, Chase. So how much of this am I taking?
You're taking half, so 30.
Okay. I'll
All
liberate.
right, and then we're gonna need to drop another defense point, Tori, as the morale worsens.
Sorry.
Yeah, how dare you get spewed on by 120 points of fire damage?
Yeah, and go to dying too.
Does Gingham move in the order again, or do they stay where they're at?
They do move in the order again, unfortunately.
Well, that puts me back to where I used to be in initiative.
The unfortunate part is when that happens, it means you lost a turn.
I know, that's devastating that I just lost a turn. It's okay.
Right.
It's okay.
All right, Hajek is slithering up behind you, Jack, and she's going to put two hands on either side of your head, and clawed nails are going to extend and just very gently poke the side of your head. They're not going to like pierce your skull, just like little pin pricks. And then she's going to lean in close and whisper in your ear, "You have control of your fate. Let it go." And she's going to cure 2 of your stupefied.
That's so cool.
That's so nice of her.
All right, and then that is her turn. And
She's
then Shadow is
Should
going
feel
to...
bad.
Shadow's going to run up. Ginny. And he's going to crouch down. He's going to feed you a greater healing potion.
Let's see if it does as much healing as damage he did to Gingham.
Wouldn't that be funny?
I'll
Well,
make
that's
up
not
for
hard.
it, I promise. You paused the game also, Chase.
Yeah, I messed a lot up. There we go. 47 healing, Gingham.
Let's look back in chat, see how much damage he gave you.
It was definitely less. Not much, but
He hit you
All
for
right.
49.
Yep,
Liar.
Almost did
Liar
it.
Chase.
Almost backed out his decisions. Didn't.
All right.
Now it's the rabble's turns. They can
the
take you to dying
rabble's turn.
3.
Good. I'm so excited.
The rabble is actually going to attack Krunk. So make a reflex save, Krunk.
Okay.
This is a shield blockable thing, and your shield bonus will apply to this because these are targeted physical attacks. But
I didn't raise a shield. I recharged my spell strike, and so I don't have enough reactions now to do it.
okay.
Not 1.
Okay.
Uh-oh, the dice rolls have been really bad. All right, Krunk, you're taking double this damage. That is going to be 66 damage. 2 of that is spirit damage. The rest is physical as you get poked and bitten and horned.
Okay.
All right, that's it for Krunk. Or not for Krunk, that's it for the rabble. Now it's Krunk's turn.
Kronk has too much work ahead of him right now.
This fight did not start super solid.
Nope. It went bad from very early on. How nobody's hit the rabble since they entered this thing?
Since they entered...
I hit them once. I hit them once
Okay.
since they...
Yeah.
It
The
was
rabble is 2 thresholds down.
Yeah, and I think I hit them for like 40... No, I hit them for like 30.
All right, we're going to go ahead and spell strike. I have no idea how much it is for them to bust a threshold.
There is usually 3 to 4 thresholds.
I know, but I just don't know how much a threshold is. I'm trying to decide if I should use like a shocking grasp instead. I'm going to continue what I'm doing. I'm going to go spell strike with my sword. 41.
41, and that's on the rabble?
Yep.
That's a hit.
All right. Damage. This is cold iron. I'm assuming if Gingham went down. It's not a
Does your
sustained
weakness-
effect.
Does it stay Gingham if you go down?
I don't remember.
Yes, until Gingham
It's
applies
something-
the weakness to something else.
Oh, yep.
So
Oof. Okay, 23 acid and 13 physical.
plus 30. How do you kill the rest of these dudes?
Oh my god. So Krunk is nervous at this point. He looks down at Gingham. He looks up at the rabble. He looks at his sword. He looks down at Gingham, up at the rabble, over to his sword, and then he just screams and just wades in, slashing and acid spitting everywhere until he's just huffing breath, and they're all gone. And he looks at Gingham and he pushes another heel into the little mini bitch. Get up and back up. 42
And can you guys
points.
imagine if you didn't like send paladins here and you had 4 more of those rabbles?
I'd rather
No.
not think
Yeah,
about that.
I don't want to imagine that either.
And then last action, I want to raise my shield so bad that I also don't want to leave him with a tasty line. I'm just raising my shield. It's fine.
Okay.
Raising my shield.
Shield be raised, and that's Krunk.
That's Krunk.
Jack, you're up.
All right. The rabble goes down. Jack, like, swats. What is her name again?
A Jack.
Jack.
Hajek's hands off. He's like majorly triggered by what just happened. That description was horrible, Chase. Sounds like she grew hag claws and like clutched his head. So he even though his stupefied is cleared, he like shoves her off away from him, and he's like, don't do that. And then he shakes his head now that it's a bit clear, sees all the fiends falling to the acid pools around him, and he is going to fish out of his bag his potion of flying.
Woo!
Drink potion. And then I guess I can't really do anything other than fly up toward him.
How far up you want to go?
I don't want to be in his reach.
He
But
looks like he has a 10-foot reach.
okay, then I'll fly like up level with him as far as like elevation.
Okay. And then be right there.
But yeah, I'll just fly straight up, basically.
Okay. All right, there you have it, Jack. Jack's
Okay.
flying. Gingham, you get a turn.
I get a turn. Gingham is going to kind of take Krunk's advice. Dirge of Doom is going to happen, but the way this is going to happen is Gingham's going to start rolling away in the most disturbing, like, head stays in one spot, body is now spinning to get away, and that's going to be Dirge of Doom.
Okay.
I think if I go, like, here, probably, that still would catch him in the frightened, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to be in a line, so Gingham's gonna go there. Move, and Krunk, would you rather hit or have higher AC?
I want to kill them.
You want to kill. All right, Gingham's gonna tilt their head up and be like, well, how about over here and you just hit really hard now? And a nod and then more orange glow, and so you'll get a +1 to attack and damage rolls.
Yeah. As soon as I reach him.
60-foot emanation, so
Okay, cool.
that's why I'm like, I'm safe to do that. There you go.
Fantastic. All right. It's Torgrol's turn, and it was very smart of y'all to get out of a line, but he's now angrily going to toss a fireball at the ground. And so this is going to catch everybody, Shadow and Hajek included, except for Jack, because Jack, you are going to be flying just above the burst.
It's gonna hit Shadow and Jack.
Reflex saves. No, it's going to hit everybody but Jack, including Shadow and Hajek.
Okay. Chase,
Okay.
before this all resolves, 30?
30 is a fail.
Who else failed?
Shadow succeeded.
33?
Hajek succeeded. Gingham failed.
Okay, I
Oh,
will
it's
liberating
fire.
step Gingham.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, I would also like to do a reaction. This spell is called Eat Fire.
Okay. What does that do?
So that is when you would take fire damage, you consume it to make it less harmful to you. You gain resistance 5 because this is heightened. It's resistance 10.
Okay.
So I get that. So this is going to be 10 resistance plus the 16 from Krunk, right? So 26 resistance.
32
22 damage.
22, 32. 32?
32.
Because you're weak to fire, aren't you?
7. This is going to give me resistance instead. I'm going to eat some of the fire.
Yeah.
So you just see Gingham's jaw unhinge and eat some of the fire.
So yeah, so he'll take 26 less. So
Done.
20 yeah, something. Math.
I've done
Do
it.
your orange
Minus
eyes
26.
glow even
Yeah,
orange?
they get... Okay, it's a little Ghost Rider-y. Like, now
Yeah, you
Gingham's
become
skull,
Ghost Rider.
I become Ghost Rider. All right.
You have a little motorcycle appear out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Very
Fantastic.
many.
I'm gonna shield block this.
Okay. You have the one thing from Sparkling Targe, so you can do that.
Yeah, I certainly can. So what, I reduce this by 11?
Your hardness. And then whatever excess damage, you and your shield both take that damage.
Okay.
All right. And then as his third action, he doesn't get his free commands anymore because you're not Stupefied 3 anymore, Jack. He is going to fly over here adjacent to Jack.
What
All right.
up?
Hajek is up, and she is going to reapply that ability to you, Jack, to turn a crit fail into a fail. And
That would
Shadow's
have
going
been
to go.
cool earlier, but thanks.
Let's see. Torgrol is frightened 1 and can't be decreased, right, Gingham?
Correct, because of Dirge.
Fantastic. All right, Shadow's going to take some shots. First shot is a 36 that's going to hit. He's going to shoot again. That's going to miss, and he's going to shoot one more time. And that's going to miss. So he will do a whopping 20 damage.
We'll
All right.
take it. Better than critting
Shadow's
Jack.
turn. Yes, indeed. Crunk, you're up.
This stupid bench is so high up. I don't think I have a way to reach him right now. I'm going to take a greater healing potion.
Okay. Nice.
Just chug that down super fast. I'm going to... Okay, I'm just going to cast a spell then. A ranged spell. How
Nice.
weird is that?
Pretty weird.
I'll do a Ray of Frost. What about a 39?
That'll hit. Okay.
28 damage.
28 damage. Every little bit counts.
And then I have one action left. Gingham, are you gonna get the fuck out of there?
I'm trying.
Okay, I'm just like, do I need to come heal you again? Can I heal? Do I need to
was
walk
gonna-
over to you in preparation to heal? Can I raise my shield? Like, I need options here.
Oh, raise your shield.
Gingham, I said get the fuck out of here!
I'm working on
Just
it.
And then I'm gonna do a battle medicine on myself. I'm gonna go for the 30, I think.
30.
I have
30.
a 22.
Okay. Boom! Rewarded. So 48 plus 30 for the healing.
Okay. 47.
47. Pretty solid.
Okay.
All right, that was Crunk's turn. Jack, you're up.
Okay. He is level with me, right?
Yep, he is adjacent.
And he's still frightened?
Yep.
Excellent. Thank you, Gingham. Means he's off guard to me. Jack still
Cool
looks
synergy.
shaken, but so does this guy. So he starts stabbing with his rapier now that he's up in the air. And now he's like, like flitting up and then down and like bobbing in the air like a little, I don't know, like a little bee or something.
Love that. Now remember, if you don't move at least one space or spend an action to fly, you will plummet.
Okay. 37 to hit him.
37's gonna hit.
This is cold iron.
Sweet.
27. He's bleeding if he can bleed.
He sure can. And
I
that's
did
also
not
gonna
add
be-
cold iron damage.
Okay, so 15 more. All right, that seems like a very effective attack. It pierces right through his tough skin. There's some green glowing blood spewing out of the wound.
And where Crunk might be used to Jack's little quips and stuff, Jack is just like yelling in rage. He's just like, ah, ah, as he's stabbing at this guy. All right, I'm going to skirmish strike with this one, Chase. So I'm going to try and stab him again, and I'll step back.
Ooh, look at that. Look how fancy you are at flying.
That's a 36.
36 will hit.
That is 16.
16 more damage plus 15 more for the cold iron.
And then I'm going to cast a spell. He might hit me for this. I don't know. He did not hit me when I ran into his reach earlier, so I'm hoping.
Pretty cool image of Jack like twirling around in the air with a rapier poking at him.
It's
Yeah.
super, super cool.
He flies backwards with the last hit, and his both eyes glow green. His one green eye, of course, but then his other eye fills with that same green light, and he says, "Unfortunately for you, there's someone else who wants me dead, and I think they're gonna want to keep me alive until then." And I'm casting Needle of Vengeance, Chase.
Ooh, okay. What does that do?
A long, jagged needle jabs into the target foe's psyche. So now, instead of Jack hearing a voice, now the demon hears Jack's mom's voice in his mind. And whenever the demon guy tries to attack Jack, he's going to take some mental damage with a basic
nice.
a basic will save, because only Jack's mom gets to kill him.
I like it.
So that's going to be, it says it's heightened.
So it's going to be 14 damage every time.
Okay, so he'll take 14 mental damage with a will save when he attacks me.
Okay. Excellent. And that's it for you, Jack?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Gingham, you're up.
Is really trying to do what Kronk tells them to do. More rolling away with bone cracking this time. The Dirge of Doom stays up. And then let's do... Yeah, and then Gingham's gonna pop their head up again and go, all right, this time. This time I feel it. But just in case, maybe we all get a little more protected. And Gingham's gonna hunch in, and that's gonna be Rallying Anthem, so it'll be +1 to ACs and saving throws.
Nice. And that's it for Gingham?
Yep.
All right, it's Torgrol's turn. And Torgrol
Every time you say that, Chase, I'm like, I perk up because it sounds like you're going to say Tori.
Nope.
So I'm like, oh no.
The bad guy.
The bad guy.
All right, so Torgrol is within reach of you with his big old long arms, and he is going to claw at you once, Jack. And
Okay.
I rolled the saves already. That's what the 3D turners work. They're all
okay.
fails.
Aha! It's
So he's
going to
gonna
take 14 on each
14
then, I guess.
damage for this claw here. And here is the attack.
Nimble dodge? Actually,
Yeah.
no, I want to save it. I want to save it for, sorry, I promise I didn't see the roll before
No,
I
you're
said
good.
that.
I heard you say it before I saw the
I
dice
just remembered
finish.
the strats that we discussed earlier where I maybe want to save it for a lower attack
Super
roll.
fair. All right, would you like to do it now on his second one?
Sure. Nimbly dodging in the air. Dang. It is
All right.
not gonna help.
That will be this much damage. 35.
35. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna get
And-
resistance. The spell's ranked to physical damage. You'll have resistance 7 to this.
Aha.
Nice. And then he's going to attack you one more time with a 39,
Oh, dang.
which is
Yeah,
going
that
to
hits.
hit you. Here is the damage. That's going to be 31 more damage. And then
Do I still have my resistance, Gingham?
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet. And then he takes 14 damage, right?
Yeah.
And
on each
then
of those.
with 2 consecutive hits and a free action, he is going to do a dangerous rend, and that is going to automatically, without hit, do this much more damage to you, Jack. This does count as attack. It's going to deal 14 damage to him, and you are going to take this much damage. 66.
Okay.
And you are bleeding for 1d12.
Ooh, that's a lot of bleed damage. I need to upgrade my bleed damage to a D12. How do I get that? All right, I'm still
I
up,
love that.
just barely.
I got
Maybe
you.
not for
I
long.
got you.
I've got 9 HPs left.
All
But
right,
I
and
made him
then
take a lot of damage at least.
end of his turn, he bleeds. And how do you do it, Jack?
All right. So he's just coming at Jack, and Jack can see that the spell is racking this demon's mind. And then with this final rend, Jack is trying to dodge as best he can, and then just comes and with his rapier one last time just stabs into that bleeding wound that's still open on Torgrol. And Jack just looks at him with just pure hate. And he says, I got you. And then he lets him fall to the ground.
And then you hear, as he's dying, one last whisper in your head.
It won't be enough.
And
Uh-oh.
he dies. And as he hits the ground and crashes into the sand, he explodes into just a massive cloud of golden jewelry.
We're rich.
Wow.
Are we out of initiative? Jack's bleeding.
Oh, yeah. Jack is bleeding. Let's go round table with that.
I have a potion. I can.
But you're gonna bleed at the start of your turn?
End of the turn.
Okay.
All right. We'll go out of initiative then. If you have a
Okay.
way to heal it, we'll just clear it. And
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, okay. Jack slowly floats down as he downs one of his healing potions, and his feet touch the ground. And he walks wordlessly over to the treasure pile and starts kind of robotically picking through it, not without much passion or excitement. He's just taking a look.
Excellent. Now, the Uprising was the card that he dropped, and that's now in the pile of jewelry as well. I'm putting all this in your stash. There was also 4,500 gold's worth of jewelry to pick up.
4,000?
4,500.
Now, Chase, I understand that there is loot to be had, and generally you're very excited about this, but we need a moment to role play, I do believe.
Yes, please do. It's
Thank
all in the
you.
stash for you when you're ready for it.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
Jack digs through the treasure and he plucks out the card, and he just like kind of angrily shoves it into his bandolier. He's like, all right, got what we came for. On to the next.
Jack,
What?
I think that we should take a moment. And he's going to take a cautious step towards Jack. Like, hands out, like he's trying not to scare a frightened animal.
Jack puts his rapier away and holds his hands up like he's unarmed, and his weapons disappear entirely.
I'm not worried about you hurting me, Jack. And Krunk's going to uncork a healing potion and pass it over to him. I'm worried about you. I'm going to go ahead and give you my last greater healing potion. But it'll be
61?
68,
68.
right?
Mm-hmm.
68 healing.
Yep.
Jack grabs that and downs it.
Just because someone says something to you, Jack, like that thing before, doesn't mean that it's true. You
Yeah,
conquered
I know.
that.
It's just magic. I've come across it before. I've literally been dealing with it my whole life.
Krunk regards Jack for a second, wondering if Jack needs to believe this right now and needs this cavalier attitude. And he almost disagrees, but instead he just is gonna put a big gruff hand, his big old messed up hand, on Jack's back, give him a super gentle pat, and say, "Of course, you could never let magic hold you down for long." And then he'll brush right past Jack to Gingham. What am I going to do with you?
Gingham looks up. Oh, I can do it myself.
Well, please do. I'm nearly out of heals. And not only that,
What?
you ate fire. You are straw.
I know. Wasn't it
Just-
neat though?
And how is it possible that you've given us these little shiny baubles and you claim that it's going to save us, and yet you didn't have one yourself, I noticed.
Well, I make them for the people that, can do a little bit more than me, just in case they go down. I don't want that.
Krunk is going to pull his coin off and press it into Gingham's palm.
Oh.
Wear it yourself, at least for today.
Fine.
It is much harder to hurt me than it is to hurt you.
I am sorry. I'll look out better next time.
I don't want your apologies. Just put the coin on.
Gingham will affix it while glancing over at Jack, and then back at Krunk, and then at Jack, and then back at Krunk. They don't say anything. They're just a little shrug.
Gingham, just thanks, I guess, for kicking me in the shin.
Oh, I'm really sorry about that too. I just didn't know any other way to maybe get you to look down at me. Short and all. But you did good, Jack.
Yeah. Anyway, what's the plan?
So, who's looting the Uprising?
Jack grabbed it. I don't have to take it, but he plucked it out of the pile.
Okay, you feel the tingle as if it wants to be epitomized. You don't have to do that now, but you can if you want. Also, As this demon fell, you guys would have also seen the crumbling of one of the 3 pillars that is encompassing that force field around the portal. Or the demon's gate, I should say. And then who wants to roll to see if your paladin survived?
Feels
Aw,
like a
man.
Crunk roll.
Let's
They're
have each
his
of you.
friends.
There's three units.
Oh,
Let's say,
okay.
Crunk, you roll for the ones that were here fighting with you. Just a flat
Oh.
check.
I'm really notoriously shit at flat checks.
This time you won't be.
It's very average. Very average
Very-
flat check.
It's as average as it can be. 10?
They're good. They're fine.
Yay!
They are exhausted though.
Okay.
All right. Who wants to roll for? I guess Jack, you roll for one of the units that were dealing with the swamp.
Okay.
They're
A 12.
alive. They're exhausted.
Yay!
All right, Gingham, you roll for the last ones. Well, I feel like Gingham's roll is going to be the one that kills them.
Yeah, you.
Gingham is good at killing NPCs.
I don't like it when things are said out loud, and I would like the record to
Hey!
show 19.
That's a good roll.
Defiant. All right, they're all fine. They're all exhausted. Tori, go ahead and reduce your defense points by 1.
Hey, we're down to 9.
All right, and are you guys taking a 10-minute rest?
We don't lose a defense point if we do, right?
You will, because this is your second one. Every 10 minutes.
I got to. I'm sorry, guys. I need to refocus so that I can get 2 focus points back, or else we're not going to have any quick healing in combat next time. Unless you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, that's.
No, I think
mean,
we need it.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, my wounded go away. I'm bad at rests.
You have to be full health and then take a 10-minute rest.
Damn, so close.
Well, why don't we use one of the healing potion lessers that heal 2d8 plus 5, so that'll be 21 healing. That's in the consumables in the stash right now.
Oh, cool. Here it is.
Why don't you use one of those? And then Jack, do you want to use the other one just for the 21 health as well? Or should I use that one and you take a larger one?
I'm down 65.
Yeah, take a larger one.
I have. Okay. Are there some in the stash? Are you saying?
There's not.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I have my own greater.
Okay. You said you did not epitomize the card, right, Jack?
Well, I was kind of waiting for us to get through that conversation. Jack's going to hold up the card. He says, "It feels itchy. Do you think I should do it now, or is it not a good time? I don't really know how this stuff works."
Guy!
Guy does not respond.
He might
Ugh.
be busy elsewhere.
Fine.
Maybe do
what's
it.
best, Jack. Perhaps.
All right.
Oh, Crunk starts to say something and then bites his tongue.
What?
Nothing. Go on.
All right. He peels it off. Lets
Shoot.
it fly.
Comes up so carefully.
Okay. So yeah, when you epitomize this thing, you see a bunch of little lights flutter all over the place, and you see no other effect currently. But what it is going to do, it's going to create little hideouts around the area. Everywhere there will be secret hideouts. If you can find a secret hideout on downtime, there could be loot. And also there's going to be a secret thieves guild that is operating that will help you very quickly retrain feats, skills, or class features that are not combat themed.
Oh,
That's
Jack
cool.
just made some new friends.
sick.
Oh, we gotta find him first, I guess.
All
All right,
right.
well, at least it didn't make things worse.
That's pretty.
All right, you guys are on battle round 3. You have no other defense point losses that happen. Everybody did their 10-minute activity. Crunky refocused. I guess you guys just drank potions. Anything else you guys want to do for 10 minutes?
Jack will refocus too, since now I have focus points.
That did good too. That was a pretty good ability.
Yeah.
I figured he was pissed enough at me that he would just come swinging. So,
Do we have time to go buy more potions if someone thinks their way back to the room?
Mhm.
Can they do that now?
Yeah.
Do we
Gingham's
want to
running.
sounds like that's gonna be Gingham.
It's gotta be Gingham.
Okay.
Gingham will. Well, we can. Oh. I'll be back.
All right, so all of you guys, I imagine, are thinking back to the castle.
Yeah.
Sweet. So yeah, once you get back to the castle, you see that the invasions are waning quite a bit now. There's more of just like a very large force gathering on the southern area of Harrow Court around the Demon's Gate. You can see things have been coming through the portal, and it's a pretty sizable force, but there is still the force field around it that is intact. And then you hear commotion towards the swamp, and if you look through the archway, you can see that your paladins are holding strong and trying to attack the succubus. She has to keep repositioning her location, which seems to be slowing the ritual, but the paladins are starting to get killed and exhausted.
They're not going to hold much longer.
I don't think any of us are going to hold much longer.
Come on, Jack. You don't believe that. We handled 2 impossible fights. We're going to take on a 3rd and then a 4th.
Yeah, they're just keep coming.
They're dwindling. Look around you, Jack. We have done the impossible.
Well, we haven't done it yet. He points out the window toward the gigantic construct of cogs and portals.
Then why are you still here?
Where else am I gonna go?
You can go anywhere. You can run to the Absalom and just disappear into the crowd. And yet you're standing here, Jack, and I think there's a reason for it.
Look, just because I'm going down doesn't mean that you and Gingham have to also. So that's why I'm here. There. Okay? Is that enough for you?
You think
I'm
you
here.
have to be here?
I'm here because I want you guys to live. I don't want it to be my fault that all of this goes to shit. Everything here, he motions to his whole self, it's already gone to shit. There's nothing I can do about that. But I don't have to drag everybody else down with me. I hope you and Gingham can forgive me if I'm not charging into battle with a song in my fucking heart.
Shadow puts a hand on your shoulder. You just killed a tyranny demon, kid. You know how many people on Galarion can say they done that?
Listen, Shadow, you've been a good friend, but you're not my dad. So you can stop acting like it.
He looks like a little gut punched by that and gives a nod and backs away.
Everyone can stop acting like they're gonna save me, okay? I know how this is gonna go. It's okay. I get it. We don't have to pretend. I'm just gonna be here, and I'm gonna do my thing, and I'm gonna try my best to make sure that all of you don't die alongside me. And if we get through this, great. That's amazing for all of us. But I still have a long way to go before I'll be taking a victory lap and saying, all is well.
If that is how you have to deal with this, Jack, then that is fine. But I think you are braver than you are saying. I think that I'll just have to prove it to you. You're going to be okay, Jack. You are going to fight tooth and nail to get out of here.
No offense, Crunk, but you also said that everything with the fortune teller was gonna go fine. And I'll just cut to the short version and tell you that that was not the case. So I respect your hope, and you have a lot to hope for. I don't. But I'll get through it, like you said.
Kronk doesn't have anything to say to that. So instead, he stands, picks up his sword, and then there's just like a little shiver of dark energy runs through it, reminiscent of a disintegrate spell. Well, I'll see what walls I can knock down on our way out. And he just heads away from Jack.
Shadow follows Grunk.
Kronk goes, little bit of a bitch when he's upset, isn't he?
He just does like a very forced smirk and doesn't really agree with you.
And Gingham appears. What
All
did
right.
I miss?
Gingham just comes back from the store.
Yeah.
I got all the stuff, guys. What's going on?
Where's everybody?
All right, where are paladins getting assigned?
I think they're all coming with us, right?
Yeah. The last place they can.
Where else are they gonna go?
Remember,
Don't
if
they
you
need
do
to
use
rest?
them, they will be very high chances of dying.
Yeah, I think they should stay.
Okay.
We need
And we're
to
gonna
save
take
them up
this
for
on
the
our
huge
own?
battle. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got this huge battle. We need them fully rested.
All right.
Okay, calling a full retreat on the paladins. And you guys are stepping through the archway to the next fight in the swamp.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Yep.
All right. Let's head there now. All right, Shadow and Hajek coming with you?
Yes.
Probably. Yeah.
Obviously.
Just had to make sure. All right, so you guys step through the archway and you are in the swamp. You see all of your little stuffy snakes are just scattered around and dead like little corpses in the swamp. There's some dead paladins, there are dead cultists, and as you guys step through, the cultists look very defensive as you walk through. They make kind of a protective line around the succubus and Vorvok, the big frog looking like demon. Succubus looks like she is casting a ritual again. And we will go ahead and we will roll initiative. The first
All right.
ranker is priesthood. Got
Chase,
him
I
that
need you to
one.
be quiet for a second. I have to talk to the VTT.
Okay.
Foundry, listen to me. You have given me bottom of the barrel initiative rolls. So many initiatives in a row. I want to be like middle, at least middle. You could make that happen for me. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, here goes the roll.
Let's see it.
Is that a
That's
10?
pretty middle.
It's the most.
You
Nick,
asked
what'd
for
you ask
about
for?
30 middle.
Thanks so much.
May I shout at Vorvok from across the battlefield with my battle cry?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Jack does not have any fancy words. He just screams like an insane person who's just like absolutely lost it and is fueled by nothing but rage and desperation. And he's going to stab that frog so many times. That's what he's conveying in this battle cry here. We'll see if that comes across for Vorvok. That's a very average 10. That's a 33.
33 is enough to frighten him by 1. He sniffs the air and seems to find you that way and then looks a little bit off guard that you're shouting in his direction. Little man have tasty destiny. He says that in Chthonian, which you understand, Jack.
I do.
And we'll go ahead and we'll wrap it there for tonight.
So pissed off that Chungus Toad Man is yelling at my buddy Jack.